Dinant in southern Belgium is located in a steep-sided valley on the River Meuse. With a population of around 14,000, it's a far cry from the hustle and bustle of the nation's capital, Brussels, which lies 100 kilometers to the north. Given its proximity to the river, water sports and particularly kayaking figure strongly in the locals' way of life. The area has produced one of the world's top exponents of the sport, Maxime Richard. A double whitewater world champion, Richard played football as a child, but soon realized that kayaking was his sporting destiny.
I've always loved physical activities. I'm not saying that football isn't physical, but it's a team sport, and it's more about individual talent rather than fitness. What I like about kayaking is that you are alone in your kayak. You're always outside in the wild, and it's a very physically demanding sport.
The 26-year-old has spent his whole life in this area of Belgium. He was introduced to his chosen sport by his father, Marc, who was himself a professional kayaker.
Ever since he was young, he was always interested in winning medals and had a very competitive nature. He was always in good physical condition and was prepared to make the necessary sacrifices in order to succeed. I remember him winning his first ever competition. It was a 1,000 meters race, and 30 meters from the finish line, he was in third, and he really went for it to claim first place. I'll never forget that. Everybody who saw it said, wow, that's what you call mental strength.
Max enjoyed considerable success at junior level, winning world and European golds in 2005. His senior debut came 2 years later, when he won Belgium's national championships in both the sprint and whitewater categories.
It's almost like a different sport when you're only 18 and start competing in the seniors. You're facing guys that are 27 or 28 and are stronger and have many kilometers under their belt. So the first 2 or 3 years are tough. It was a bit of a shock because there are more people competing at a much higher level. It's two different worlds, really.
For anyone around 15 to 16 years old, there are a lot of temptations. Girlfriends, nightclubs, parties and so on. So when a youngster goes through that stage of their life and gets close to turning professional, it gets interesting. It's really only then that you can start to see who will make it. We've always believed that it's not until the seniors that the results count and the serious stuff starts. Before then, it's just preparation. So from that point on, it started to get really interesting.
As well as being Max's father, Richard Sr. is also his coach. Many sportsmen employ various specialists to assist them with physical fitness, diet, mental strength and other aspects that define an athlete's performance level. But for Max, his father's help seems enough, and the success they've enjoyed disproves the theory that you should never work with family.
I've always said that when I have good results, it's 100% thanks to him. He's always denying it, but he's the one who made me paddle for the first time. He's training me, and everything is going well between us. We've been training together for my whole life. We share things that very few dads and sons can share, so it's pretty special.
Our relationship has always been good, but it's changed over time. At the start, it was just a normal father-son thing. Now, it's much more than that. In terms of the coach-athlete partnership, I feel very lucky to have worked with an exceptional athlete. The fact that he's also my son is pretty incredible. Very few coaches have the chance to work with such a top-class competitor like Max, who's challenging for medals. Our relationship has grown over time, and now it's a relationship between two men. It's not the same as it was 10 or 15 years ago.
Max trains under his father's guidance for up to 7 hours a day, both on the water and in the gym. As with rowing, upper body strength is vital. So Max focuses on developing his core strength and does a number of weights programs to build muscle. That aspect has become even more important this year, as after a successful 2013 in which he clinched his second whitewater world title in Slovenia, Richard made the decision to switch to the sprint discipline, in particular the inline 200 meters event.
Now that I've decided to prioritize the 200 meters inline, I'm going to the gym much more often. Some weeks I'm in the gym for 14 to 16 hours, so it's a big part of my training now. It's also becoming more and more specific. The sprint discipline is all about explosive power, so I'm working really hard on that.
After finishing 13th in the K1 200 event at the 2012 Olympics in London, Max's main target this year will be August's World Championships in Moscow. Looking further ahead, if everything goes to plan with his move to sprint kayaking, then the 2016 Games in Rio will provide Max with an opportunity to add an Olympic medal to an already glittering CV. If he can continue to show the same passion, dedication and sheer hard work that have characterized his career to date, the dream of Olympic gold is very much within reach.
He's been fortunate to be blessed with the facilities and opportunities to train. It's up to him to take advantage of that. But of course, everybody dreams about an Olympic medal. He dreamt of being world champion and he became one. Now he has an even bigger dream. As far as I can see, he's doing everything he can to make it happen, so I'm happy. So far in his career, he's never been disappointed, so we'll just have to see.
I don't want it to be just a dream. I want to make it a reality. I need to train hard and take things day by day. I don't want to get to 70 and say, I should have done this or that. I need to work as hard as I can, so I can say I did everything possible to be at my very best on any given day. If it works out at the Olympics, then great. If not, then it simply means you're not the best.